Leo, this is Just with your April 1st to the 15th, 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Leo, it looks like some of you came into this month very busy, a lot going on, okay? Some of you may have had offers on the table, new job offers, a lot of things going on at the workplace, probably having to take on other people's responsibilities, maybe possibly filling in for people. But I do see having to deal with a lot of sources of demand. Some of you even could have started something new. Someone offered you something. It could have come by way of offer, you coming up with an idea, or you trying to get something off the ground from before. If it was something from before, it's great. You know, you're just pushing the pedal to the metal. You may find that it's taking a little bit longer or taking a little bit more work to get it completed, but that will bode well for you. If it's something new, but be it coming by an offer through someone else or you deciding to do something fresh, new now, you may find that it's a bit more than you bargained for. So you have to put a little bit of extra work into it. And you might even have to bail from it and say, listen, I can't do this. This isn't going to work, you know, or I have to table it. I can't do it right now. So there's something that you started doing thinking that, oh, it's going to be fine. It's a piece of cake. And it just became too much to deal with. If it is a new job per se, you may have found that someone needs an answer. They want an answer now. And for some of you, the sticking point may be finances. You may feel like you're not making as much or they're not offering you as much. And you may have to do some checks and balances to figure out, is it worth taking? Like, is it worth leaving the job I have now just for like a little bit extra more money? You know, but then I have to move and it's going to take more from me. And then, you know, with the moving and the relocation, all this stuff, I'm basically going to be spending more. So I do see like reconciliation as far as your assets are concerned to see if whatever this new opportunity could possibly be, or this new venture, it makes sense check as far as like your money is concerned for some of you, especially if it's a new opportunity. Work is going to definitely be busy. This will be the very busiest for some of you. You may feel like it's the busiest first 10 days of the month. And you guys are really kind of focusing on the end goal. Okay. I do feel like you guys are starting something new, something that you're creating yourself. It could be your existing businesses. Leos are known for having some form of business on their own, whether it be collabing with others or not, but you always have something that you've created yourself that Leos typically do. That's the case. It may call for you to have to put a little money into it. I do feel like that's where you'll find your solace and your peace. So if you feel overwrought with other issues in life, it could be, you know, working a 9-to-5 or whatever could be the issue that you may feel a bit bogged down by. I do feel like going back to what's innate to you, which is your creative side. Even if you have to invest a little bit of your money into it, will bring you a source of peace and reconcile a lot of things for you. I feel it will you start to kind of create better energy around you. Now, someone I do feel is possibly deciding to leave. Okay. Somebody's making a decision. It probably won't happen now. It could be right now. It could be a decision that's made. Some of you are leaving. You're just doing your checks and balances and doing your financials. Everything for you guys right now is based upon, can you afford it? Okay. Does it make sense to do it financially? When can I do this? How long do I have to stay here? How long do I have to, and here means it's relative to everyone. So for some of you, here will be a job. Others of you, it'll be, where you physically live, your domicile. And others of you, it'll be a relationship, family member, that sort of thing. But I do feel like there is this decision that needs to be made by you or others. But I feel like it's more sitting on your lap to make a decision. And there's this decision, and you've been thinking for quite some time of like, okay, I'm going to make this plan in order to get to a place of peace. So there is some form of plan that you've made. You're executing it very quietly. You're not sharing it with anyone, and you're biding your time. I feel like things may be coming to pass in the month of June. May and June seems to be that's probably when there'll be a lot of tower cards happening. Aces will start to come about. because a lot of change of actions will start to take place for people by choice or by force. And a lot of people seems that they're already establishing or at least creating that environment, be it subconscious, consciously, or, actively pursuing a plan of action of changing their current state to something different. So, I feel that some of you may feel bogged down if this is a work situation, a family life situation. You may feel bogged down, okay, by something that you may feel is out of your control. Specifically, if this is a Leo woman, you may be dealing with someone that you feel, again, I don't necessarily feel, I feel like, yeah, there's something where someone feels like they're bogged down, they're tied to someone, or you guys may see someone as like a cancer, as a problem. You can't get rid of this person. You can't, and they could be known as like the black sheep of the family, the ex, and that you still have kids with, the person at work that just, it seems to be a problem out of the group. And if they left, then everyone will be happy. If that person wasn't here, then life would be, sweet. Life would be grand. So there's this element of feeling like you're bound by someone and all you want is happiness. On the flip side of it, some of you could be creating that. Some of you could be a problem that you don't even see, and you're masking it because you're not wanting to deal with whatever problems you're having. I don't see this as being like drinking and that sort of thing, or even drugs. I feel like there's more of an oblivion to toxicness. Either Leos know that someone is toxic, or they are, and they're not 100% connecting with it because they just want everything to be perfect and fine. And so they're basically wanting to feel more of what they want it to be rather than what it is. But most of you can relate that, no, this is a separate thing. Like, you may realize that someone is not healthy for you, and you really truly want pure happiness and all of those things. And there's this decision that you're making to say, okay, it's going to take time. It's not happening in April, so don't even, it's not. It's not happening in April. Whoever you're trying to get to, wherever you're trying to get to, you're not getting to them, or you're not doing it in April. If you do, it'll be completely premature, and you'll go through all unnecessary challenges before it gets better if you try to run too fast. Okay. You want to leave. Some of you want to leave your job. You want to leave from where you are. You feel like life will just completely change for the positive, and it will be unknown's amount of new beginnings for you if you just say, I'm going, F it, I'm leaving, I'm moving, I'm going, this is ending and I'm starting something new. But you're not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Okay. There's still these thoughts of like, you want to guarantee, you want to know that no hiccups will happen along the way. This is all going to work out just fine. Unfortunately, as we know, life doesn't work that way. I do see, however, in the second week that you guys will find that if you're dealing with someone, anything that you feel, okay, this is not the best, it's not the greatest, but I'm going to make lemonade out of lemons. I hope I remember to put that as your tagline, lemonade out of lemons. So I hope I can remember to do that, because I really don't want to, I really don't want to have to go back and listen to this to just remember the tagline. So yeah, I feel like you guys will make the best out of the situation. And in the second week, I feel that there may be like, I feel this is more you guys, so more of Leo's energy being more positive and optimistic, and there will be some form of an offer on the table, an offer to take someone out, an offer to go out with friends, an offer to do something at the workplace. What for all of you will be different, but there's an offer to physically go and do something. Okay. If you're away from your children, you may find that, hey, I want to go and spend some time with, my son, my daughter, spend some time with the children, or my child specifically. If it's not a particular person, then you guys are going to possibly start something that's going to make you feel good. So you may start a new training regimen. You may start a class. You may start to do something that's going to help mitigate this waiting process, because, Leos, you are still a fire sign. And once you make your mind up that you want to do something, you start to definitely put the plan into action and start to actively pursue it. But the waiting can be destructive. So doing something that's still going to make your heart sing, because you guys, I feel, my opinion is that Leos kind of are high. They get high off of what makes their heart sing. So it could be another person. It could be a thing. It could be a creative thing. But they need to feed their hearts all the times, and their egos. I mean, come on now. You guys know you need to feed your ego too. So, but this is more of something that's just going to make you feel good, overall good. So you guys may have a party to go to. There may just be maybe some events that you're being invited out to, and it'll be good. So the second week will be something really good. It may be something that you can do that you're making money all at the same time, especially if it's a Leo male. Or if you're a Leo woman, you may be getting invited out by a Leo male. If this is like a dating situation, or it could be a family member, something like that. But I do see more of a male offer being given out here. Okay. Overall, this is a really good month, 2 weeks here, but I do feel like there's going to be some delays as far as feeding your heart or doing exactly what you really want to do. There's some delays here. You kind of have to look at things in a different way. There's going to be some form of a sacrifice that needs to be made. You may feel like right now, I want to do this, but I can't. So I have to table it. I have to sacrifice this thing, at least just for now, until I'm at the place where I can do it. Some of you may feel like, this person is not the best person, but at the end of the day, no, just I'm trying to clarify it and see, like, what are you going to do? You guys are just like, no, whoever this person is in your life that you're feeling is not the best, and they're not going to be what you need them to be. Or if, like I said, if it's a work situation, if it's a work partnership, that sort of thing, it'll eventually be where you'll be free from it, or, the person will be free from the situation. Because I feel like whoever this person is, or this situation, it doesn't always have to be a person. It could be a situation. Okay. But I do feel like it's more of a person, and some of it may have something to do with money, with this person. So you guys may be bound by children. You may be bound by some type of asset that you share. You may have business together. It's something that is still unfinished business with this person. Okay. And I feel that, the person you may feel like the person is more tied down and more bound and controlled by the situation than you think. Okay. And I just see a lot of whoever this is. I just see a lot of, like you're ready to do whatever to defend yourself from this person, or to, make sure that you're the last one standing, if that makes any sense. So, of course, I always give Leos kind of like a bit of a message, and that is, do things as ethically sound as possible. Treat people how you want to be treated. And again, your perception of that person may not be exactly the truth. Before you get down in the comment section and say, well, you don't, no, I don't. But it always would behoove you to take a step back and to see the whole picture, before you're just so zoom and focused in on a specific detail. Because I feel like this person is not after exactly what you may think, is kind of what I get here. Now, but again, if you're feeling like someone is too much to deal with, or, you're just at that point, then you should know what you need to do. Now, I feel like as far as your finances are concerned, Leo, you guys need to be conservative for this month. I feel like you guys need to be conservative up until July with your money. There's going to be a lot of waiting and some investing, and money will be coming in a little bit at a time, but you will get more increases. Okay. So I don't see a whole bunch of loss of money. I feel like the more time and energy you're putting into something, the more value you'll start to see, the more money that you'll see. But you're not at that stage right now as far as like, it's like, wow, this was one of my best months fiscally. This is my best quarters, my best month. No, but could be that steady increase if you're putting the time, energy, and effort in. Obviously, if you have work and, if you are bringing in income. There is a challenge this month, however, of you guys not wanting to commit, not wanting to, like you may find money to be a bit of something that gets under your skin. Someone asks you for money, you may be a bit chafed. If you have to spend money, it's like, why? You may find your money to be a bit of a source of contention for you. You may feel the more and more money that's leaving you, the less and less control you may have, and you may find it to be more and more difficult to figure out how exactly do you compensate and reconcile the money that you have. So be very conservative with the money that you have. Be very conservative with that. Now, as far as love is concerned, I feel that there's definitely there may be, it's not like a third party at this time, because wherever it is a third party situation, I feel, here's the thing. Some Leos are realizing that they have a good thing. They have a family, and it doesn't have to be a third party. When I say third party, listen very clearly. It's not another person in an intimate sexual dynamic, although that is the case for some. But for a lot, I feel like it's not necessarily that. It's a mother. It's a family member. It's work. It's something else that's creating the problem that, again, causes this trifecta. Doesn't necessarily have to be something, that damaging. I do feel like, however, that some of you, you have something good. You have a good family. You love your family. You guys may be moving. There may be a lot of different changes that's getting ready to come about with the family structure. And you guys are working really, really hard to get to this end goal of like, okay, we're going here, we're doing this, we're changing our whole lives around. And that's pretty much your aim and your focus. There is someone that may be from your past. We definitely have Mercury in retrograde here. So there could have been, I'm getting female energy, and this is outside female energy. Okay. I feel that there's someone who longs for you, wants you, still is, connected, can't get disconnected from you, will not get disconnected from you. They refuse to. You've made a conscious decision, Leo men. If this is some Leo women, this may be going on with your man in particular. He's saying, no, absolutely not. They're not dealing with anyone. It's the other person that's desiring that your mate, and it's nothing that your mate can do about it. If somebody is desiring them, it's nothing that can be done by that. But they're not engaging with that person. Now there's that. Then, and this is the first time I've seen that for Leo. So, I think Leos are really focused. Some Leos are very much focused on other things. It's like, damn it, I don't have time to worry about all these other people out here. I got to get my stuff together. If it's not that, then it's, I have my family. We're starting anew. Everything is kind of starting over. We're fighting for this. Everything is working. And I'm not going to allow someone else to come in and kind of damage that sort of thing. Others of you are like, listen, my heart is with somebody else. Or yes, I would like to be with another person. But right now I can't, because I have this ball and chain, something in my life that's still unresolved, that I need to get that together. And I need to actually leave before I can do that. I need to, settle some things with this person. I need to relocate. I need to get my ducks in a row so that I can freely be able to move on my life and obtain this ultimate happiness that I feel is with perhaps another person that I have to put on the back burner right now until I get my ducks in a row. That is exactly the categories that a lot of you guys have fallen into. Point blank and period. If you are single, I don't feel like dating is right now coming into this month, dating is not it. You may have recently come out of something where it's like you were crazy for someone, or someone was crazy for you. And it's just like you want better, you want more. And now you're making work and whatever this new thing, more of your focus than that because you're not going to settle. You're not going to go back to a place where you feel stuck and lost. Some of you are stuck and lost and you want more for yourself, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very difficult for you to get on the other side. And at least for the first, maybe a few weeks last month and now this time until we get into the second week of April, there may be a bit of a struggle. But again, it's just you understanding that you've got to let go of someone that's not necessarily giving you what you ultimately feel that you need and you feel you deserve. Second week, I feel like it's going to be a breath of fresh air. I mean, overall, everything is okay. You guys are not, in a horrible place. It's just, again, I don't feel for singles. I don't feel like, emotions, you want deeply to have that full on complete love. You may start seeing remnants of that next week. If you're starting to see someone, you may have to, if you're a Leo woman and you're starting all over again, you have got to let the person of your past go, meaning you, that other person, the one that's scorned and hurt and, have some demons and issues, whatever they may be, hangups and addictions and whatever they may be, you need to let that go and embrace this newfound, a desire for happiness. Again, it'll take work, but it's worth it. There may be someone that comes into your life that's there already. And I feel like you guys will probably be going out and that sort of thing the second week. That'll start something, but you want to be in the best place possible. Like Leos that want something really real, real now, they know that they've got to do it right. And they've got to put themselves in the best place possible in order that there's no problems that could come about when they're ready to say, okay, now I'm ready for you, or now I'm ready for someone new. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. Well, let me step back a bit. For those of you who aren't going through all of that, and it's just I did address that. If it's just a regular, day-to-day situation, it could be a family member. It could be, like I said, it could be a family member. It could be like someone's working too much. And it's like, you're always at work. I never see you anymore. You guys 9 times out of 10 will go on a date, or you'll be invited, like one of you guys will invite the other and say, oh, we're going to go here, or plan a trip to go out somewhere. Someone feels neglected. I feel the female of the relationship feels neglected, feels like, they're not being tended to on an emotional level. That may change, like I said, second week for you other couples out there. Again, if you guys have an end goal that you want to move, there's something that needs to be done, that your mate just may be really focused on that and neglecting the emotional part of it, so a simple, let's go out, let's spend some time privately together, that, again, like I said, the second week will be an amazing time to kind of put that all together. So that's what I have for you guys for the first 2 weeks of April. I hope that this has been helpful. Quite a long reading, I know. But I think that a lot of you guys needed to hear some of these things. It looks like a good month. Again, financially, don't be so crazed about, the finances in particular. Again, I don't see money's leaving. Perhaps money isn't coming in as much as you would like, and perhaps you still, it's almost like a funnel machine, like it comes in and goes out, but I feel like not as much is going out that's coming in. So that's what I have for you guys for the first 2 weeks of April. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you would like to share with us how it has been, please do so in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Leo.